Hey everyone, another video. Just before we get into this, I just want to say, you guys out there in the snow that are struggling, if you're really struggling, get a hold of someone. Get a hold of the Rural Support Trust. Call a mate. Just call someone and have a talk, because you'd be amazed the amount of people are in the same boat. It's not just you, it's all of us. Yeah, it's bloody horrible, but the snow's gone from here now, thankfully. Hopefully you guys higher up, another day or two it'll all be gone as well. Ready for this big bloody storm coming this later on, or early next week. Just doing the same thing as old Ross has been doing on Twitter. Bigger group of calves here, just having a feed once a day. They're getting about 4 litres at the moment still. We'll get them over to that paddock shortly, and they'll go down to 3 litres a day. We've got the grain feeder over there, nut feeder. That you at the bank, she hasn't lambed. Got the one in front of, oh, we're rolling backwards. One in front of that girl, she hasn't lambed, although now there's a lamb clinging with her to find his mum. And all these other ones here, they have. There's a few more in this paddock that haven't lambed, but or that have and have dead lambs. But we're going to get them out into that paddock up there where those trees are, and then pull a few of the ones that have lambed out of there back into this paddock and the one the other side, because yeah, this one's quite exposed. That's north, so south, obviously it's coming from the south, it's all one big hill, and if we get snow here, yeah, which is forecast, it could get a wee bit ugly. So yeah, just a bit of preparation. So here we've got 3 that have had dead lambs and 4 that haven't. I think that's right. I'm having a bit of trouble getting them to find the gate, but finally found it, so they're away, which is good. And I've got one more that hadn't lambed into a paddock down the bottom. I want to get them up here, but there was no way she was coming up the hill, so heaps of feed on that paddock she went into, so it should be pretty heavy. So I really want to get this paddock shedded out, really like to, because there's not many left to lamb in here. I can put them all in there and we'll be fine, but I need to shed them out into that gateway, and with all these lambs around here, I think I'm just going to drive away and forget about it. Maybe tonight, otherwise tomorrow morning. Got a couple of wee lambs down here that have just been born. They're, when I say wee, I mean they're wee for newborns as well. So they've just gone down, going to snow tonight. There's covers on them. Now, I'm going to get out of here. Oh, that wind is strong, and I'll do a wee bit. There we go, it's not quite so windy here. I've just done this girl as well, 10 minutes ago. She's quite happy. So, they're just a cover. You see, they just literally go over these holes. Where are we? Right here. These go through these holes, right here. Head comes out that end. And the beauty of these ones is when you're done with them, when the lamb's finished, they just fall off and disappear. And they don't have to worry because they're made of wool, which is of course completely biodegradable. Great idea. They're felted too, so as the lamb grows, it doesn't fall apart. If they're still on at tailing time, we'll cut the bit of thread there, cotton thread by the way, and just take them off then so they don't cause any trouble, but most of them are gone well and truly by then. Now this is impressive, guys. This isn't something we see very much of with our ewes. They tend to be pretty wild, but just covered this with 2 loose lambs, and she is right here beside me. Right here. Yeah, we don't get to see much of that. Anyway, they'll be well and truly alive in the morning. Plenty of those there for the morning. Should be enough. A little bit of snow doesn't worry these sheep. They just get on with the job. Bloody tough, these North Island Romneys. This is a pleasant surprise. These are the first 2 wee lambs I covered yesterday, and I was convinced that wee one on the left there was going to die because he didn't seem to want to stand up, but he might have just been a wee bit sulky. Often when you put these covers on a tiny wee dainty lamb, they struggle to get up, but he's alive, which is great news. Just lambs bloody everywhere down here, just all hiding. A couple of newborn sets of twins. There's one way, can't even see her on the camera. Right there somewhere. Might be her there. but they're up and running around, so there's no point trying to catch them. Yeah, so I've shed it out of that paddock, there's nothing left to lamb in there. Same with that one, so bugger them on morning rounds. The only concern there's casting. So we'll check them in the afternoon, but not the mornings. But yeah, I see there's another newborn one down there. Go and see, oh there's his mate just below him, but they're up, they're going, so we won't be worrying about them. So here we go, we've got some newborn lambs in there. I'm in another paddock, this fence just down there, this one here, and there's a permanent one just there. She got new lambs? No, I think hers are a bit older. But anyway, yeah, they tell us to fence off the guts and the gullies. Nah, I'm leaving them open. This is why, this is exactly why. It's a bloody welfare issue. Let them get in there. Anyway, those newborn lambs, I really want to get in there and cover them, but I'm not. If I drive in there, it's just going to be an absolute balls up. So they've sought shelter. They're probably in a pretty good state. Mum's with them, I can see them up walking around. See if I can zoom right into them. I don't think I can. Yeah, it's not really showing up on here, but it is. My finger's going to be huge here. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah, that one there, right there in the middle. Yeah, she's got newborns there. Anyway, let's get out of here before we upset them anymore. These trees here are just bloody amazing. We're on the top of a massively exposed hill. That's west. That's south, and it's just like a bloody nursery in here. There's just ewes and lambs everywhere. We'll just sneak through here for a look. It's not the tidiest, I'll admit. This hair came out of there earlier on, flattened the boundary fence. We had to get that fixed up. The neighbour was bloody good about it. But, see that lamb there? He's looking for his mum. I guarantee you'll find it. Just takes the edge off, eh? Never pick up a lamb without its mum under here because you know she knows where it is. Just bloody awesome. Bugger me, it's cold. Shit! There's a wee snowdrift heading across the paddock there. Fuck, mate just sent me a Snapchat. It's minus 11.2 degrees Celsius with the wind chill. And it sort of shows with these girls. They're smart, I'll give them that. They're all huddled up under the trees. Lambs are all fine. Good as gold. Won't be cutting these trees down in a hurry. It's bloody cold this morning. And even Slim didn't want to come to work, did you, dude? Hey, did you? You didn't want to come to work. So he's got his jacket on too. Hey? Keep going so I can get him home possible. So we've got sheep in that paddock, still lamb. The couple on that one still lamb that I couldn't shed out. I just don't even go there. I tried. The one at the back's clear, that one over there's clear, and that one over there's one lamb. Singles down there are fine. We've got terminal ewes over there, there's still 2 or 3 to lamb, and then that slightly green one down there. Yeah, there's nothing left to lamb in there. I'm going to go in there today. There's this one right in front of us here. There's 150, oh I shared it out into that, might be 160 sheep in there. I can't see them, and that means they're all down there, which is that other gully that I was just showing you before from last night. Yeah, no, bugger that, we'll just leave them to it. If there's something in there that needs a cover, I'll go in and cover it. It's just going to mismother everything and upset everything, and we're probably going to wind up losing more lambs, so we just drive away. In all fairness, in snow, sheep are far better left to their own devices. We just go around because it makes us feel good. can see there, they're all just sitting down, settled, happy. Lambs curled up behind tussocks and rushes, all the sheep themselves. So yeah, like I say, you get in these hills. We're not in big hills here, but they are hills. Yeah, we just poke my nose in, have a wee look, but I'm not getting too worried about doing anything. If there's not something that's absolutely dire, you just drive away, because otherwise you're going to make a hell of a mess. Yeah, we've got to give them some credit, eh? They're pretty tough animals. Well guys, she's a mess up there, but they're alive. It's the main thing. There's one there I thought was dead, but he's actually alive. Can't see a dead lamb there yet, which is great news. Still coming down, just a little bit now, but I think there's more to come. Most of it's gone now, but if we get enough snow overnight, no doubt it'll settle again. I can't get out of this one day. Yeah, the ewes have had a right gutsful. I've had a right gutsful. Yeah, not a great time. But that said, there's a wee few dead ones out there, not too many. I'm quite surprised by that. We're quite lucky in the sense that we'd basically finished lambing. We're at the end of the first cycle, which 96% of the ewes to lamb will lambing. So like for example today, I think we've had 3 ewes lamb on the whole farm. Yesterday might have been 8. So yeah, not a lot. And most of those lambs are alive, might I add. Thanks to those wee wool lamb covers. But yeah, had a call from a neighbour at lunchtime. Thought, oh crikey, something's gone wrong on the boundary. Got an issue somewhere. No, they were just calling to see how we're getting on. They could see that things were a bit stressed over the fence, and yeah, it was bloody nice actually. So thanks for that. Yeah, the snow's gone, as you can see. It's all but. Stock ain't looking too bad. We've got a wee issue with some hoggets that I might go into. I don't know whether I want to show you that or not, but it was outside of our control anyway. They've got to work at the moment. That's making things a bit challenging, but yeah, we're not in a bad spot here right now. And I know a lot of people out there are right in the middle of lambing, and this has hit at a really bad time. So if you know a sheep farmer, get a hold of them, give them a call. If you can offer help, it'd be really nice if you could. There may be nothing you can do, but at the very least just touch base and see how they're getting on, because some people will be getting pretty down out there. It's a pretty hard time when things like this happen. Yeah, and for you guys out there in the middle of it, yeah, a lot of us know what it's like. We went through 2010, and that was bang smack in the middle, and that was horrible. But for some of you high country guys, this could even be worse. We do see that. Yeah, we're thinking of you. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do to help. I know it doesn't help anything, but yeah, it'll get better. The weather will pick up. We'll start growing some feed. And just remember, these sheep are pretty bloody good. They do better than we think they're going to. Righto guys, see ya.